Hello and welcome back to Phantasy Star Online Episode 1, where today we're going to continue this epic quest for sweets. Because of course a quest for sweets has to be our longest quest yet. Alright, we're equipped with our new 30% A-Beast Saber. Which, hey, that's nice. Ooh, these guys! These slimes... Okay, it's not these ones that are crazy weak to ice. But, they're the big enemy that can be, rare spawns in here. Also, we got a level 3 PSOe disc from the shop. So, yeah, that's a thing. How do you like PSOe? Oh, you don't like it at all. So those slimes, you actually can let them split off to become 2 slimes, and that way you can get double the loot and double the XP. But you need to get their HP just low enough, otherwise they won't do it. So let's just smack it with that. And there we go. I could let the slimes split, because again, more XP. But it's probably more trouble than it's worth when we have to spend TP to get rid of them, pretty much. Our physical attacks are definitely not going to be enough. I know there's a lily over to our left, but I was hoping it either wouldn't notice us or wouldn't fire at us from off-screen, but clearly my hopes have been dashed. Oh, now we only need 2 PSOes to get rid of a grass assassin. And you know what? Let's get close enough for a Barda, because it is cheaper. Let's actually see what the costs are right now. 7, 7, 5. Yeah. By the way, Cave 2 is way prettier than Cave 1. Ooh, a defense material. So, it is worth noting. Materials, they add 2 points to whatever stat they say they're for. But, A, your class does have caps. We're never going to reach the caps, because you got to get to, like, level 150 plus, generally, in order to reach them. And, B, each character can only use a specific number of materials in total. But we're never going to get enough drops that that'll matter. So, hey, +2 defense forever. And materials are permanent boosts. So, yeah. +2 defense forever. Okay, this is a trap hall. We open the menu and just run right on through. And thus, we don't care about the traps. Okay, there's a switch over there, which means we want to go this way to maybe find the switch. Just in case it's another trap hall. Nope. Okay. And looks like this put us right where we wanted to be almost. Ow. Enough with the smacking. Ow. Yeah, disperse, please. So it takes 4 Bardas to get rid of an evil shark. So it's definitely not worth it unless I catch at least 2 of them per Barda. Because otherwise we're just throwing away TP. But it's good to know. Alright, and here's our switch. So the fact that we had to press a switch on this path tells me that if we had taken the other route in that one fork, it might take us to a more dead-endy place. Which, hey, I might just go take that other path now instead of continuing immediately. So, let's pull this U-turn. Admire that little rainbow that's gone now, apparently. Thankfully, traps don't respawn. The little floaty ones that explode, that is. So we don't gotta worry about them coming back. I imagine this path will take us to the switch for that laser gate. Should have used Barta. And I don't think I can target that evil shark from here, which is unfortunate. Unless there's a switch under these boxes. Yeah, because we have to kill the evil shark to unlock the door? What if we do that? Can it get closer now? Yeah, I don't think we can target that evil shark from... Wait. Aha. Oh, there were two of them. No wonder they were stuck in place. They couldn't walk through each other. Oh, got another slime. As long as we're not close to these things when they pop up, we're pretty much totally safe. Let's actually try some of that. See if we can convince it to split. Guess not. So one risk of using Barta is we do have to get closer to them, which means we might be in range of that. I think it's probably mag feeding time, yeah. So more anti-paralysis for this thing. We're going to be feeding it anti-paralysis until it hits 45 dex. So that'll be a while. I'll probably do another off-camera feeding marathon. Basically, I watch videos and stuff on YouTube until... Ooh, a night power. That would matter if we cared about our power. Yeah, watch videos on YouTube or listen to audiobooks or do all manner of things to pass the time, and just every 3.5 minutes... check on the mag. It's really easy. Just time-consuming. But not active time-consuming. And let's learn this GameCube. Or GameCube. I don't know what it's supposed to be, but now that we've learned it, we've got both of these. So this, it's useful if you're surrounded and can get the cast off. This one, I think, might actually be better in the situation we're about to find ourselves in. But then again, these guys do take more from PSOe, so let's see. You'll note it can also strike the same enemy multiple times. But, oh, and we're out of TP. Let's fluid up. And another for good measure. And let's try this. So yeah, that's 55 to each of them, which is about the same as our regular Zonde was doing, which means we have to have at least 5 targets for Gizonde to be worth it. Which might be asking a little much. Also, apparently we're going to have to find a teleporter or a warp somewhere else to get to those boxes. Alright, so it was this way to continue. Also, dang, we didn't find the switch for that laser fence. Let's just see here. Okay, there was that path that we didn't take. Maybe that'll have it. Or maybe that path was locked. I don't even remember. No, we just didn't take it. So maybe that'll have the ticket for our little laser fence dilemma. Maybe it'll also have the warp. Maybe it'll be a trap hall. Yep, that's a trap hall. Ooh, and they were simultaneous reveals. That's a little dangerous. Oh, it's not even a warp. It's just you walk over here. Yeah, simultaneous reveals, I think they do take longer to explode. But it also makes it so that you have to get all the way through the hallway in order to not get exploded upon. Oh. Hey, guys. Right, you... Lightning. Get away from the door. I want to be able to get in. So, the GameCube, it's an expanding circle. Okay, apparently it actually doesn't hit the same enemy multiple times. And we just wasted a whole bunch of TP trying that. That time was better. At least we got 5 hits. And a monofluid for good measure. And now we continue on, still not having found the switch for that laser fence. Sure is a shame we haven't found the switch for it, because backtracking for boxes, if it's just boxes, never feels good. Oh, no. Oh, there were more. Ow. At least a monomate fixes it. Yeah, halls like this are often trap halls. Like, just... Cave 2 in general has more traps than most other places. Uh-oh. Ow. Kind of disappointing that Nano Dragons give less XP than Grass Assassins, despite taking more to bring down. Dang it. Oh, are you all Pal Sharks? That's actually not terrible, provided I can hit multiple of you with Bardas. Okay. Camera, please. There we go. Trimate, not bad. And that shield was worthless. And I need another monofluid. Oh, trap hall. It is nice being able to kill a Grass Assassin with just 2 foes. Actually hit the thing, please? Dang it. Ooh. I was hoping to actually hit the dang slime, but I did not. So, GameCube, as long as there's 4 targets for me to hit, it is more efficient than PSOe. So, that's a nice thing to know. Ooh, a Healy ring. I'm glad I didn't reflexively use a monofluid just now. Is there just not going to be a switch for that one laser fence? Probably should have used anti instead of an antidote, considering there's the Healy ring right over there. Also, GameCube does do better when you actually finish the cast. And as we level it up, it'll have more balls of flame. And just generally be better. Stop giving me armors I can't equip. Go for nice soul frame with 2 or 3 slots in it. That would be really just swell. Hooray for free TP refills. Alright, we got some switches. Alright, there's too many switches. The way this generally goes is one of the switches per pair is a fake and has a trap over it. So, yeah, we just press the button that doesn't have a trap. Because these traps generally explode immediately upon the button being pressed. And we don't want that. We don't want that at all. Nope. It's the same price to do 2 Zondes as it is to do a PSOe and a Zonde, and Zonde keeps us out of their poison range, so we should really just do that every time. We almost killed it before it could attack us. Okay, what do we got? Just evil sharks. Okay. In that case... And since our PSOe actually costs 7 right now, it's 3 targets for GameCube to be better. And 3 targets is a very easy number to reach. The only problem is GameCube doesn't really have huge range. Like, its radius is pretty small at level 1. So we gotta get right up into the thick of things. Was there another path that we didn't take? There were 2. Okay. So this continues still further. So let's try the other paths before we commit to this one. Oh, this could be a trap hole, but it is not. Time to zap a dragon. So I imagine these guys have like 200 HP on the dot. Could be wrong, but seems likely considering they die after 4 zone days that each do 55 damage. Boxes. We've discovered boxes. And a trap. Ow. Well, that monomate's getting used. So if we were playing as an android, then we would have built-in trap vision. That's one of their advantages. They have built-in trap vision, can use traps as items to deal damage or inflict statuses, and they have passive but slow HP regen. And that's to balance out the fact that they cannot use techs. They are 100% item reliant for all of their recovery. Cool, they both poisoned me. Cool, it paralyzed me. I'd really rather use my anti-paralysis for my mag. Okay, now it's just you and me, slime. So while the slimes can split, it is important to note that they cannot split into a rare spawn. They always split into the exact same thing that they were to begin with. With there being this many poison lilies in such a tight space, I can't afford to use an antidote every time. So once they're all gone, I'll antidote myself. Also, I used a soul atomizer instead of an anti-paralysis, despite soul atomizers being more valuable because they can cure anything. Because anti-paralysis belongs to the mag. It's the only thing we can give it that increases only dex. And we want to get the dex to 45 without raising anything else other than mind. And there's nothing that we can feed this mag that will increase its dex and mind. Another night power. They really want us to have more attack power. Which is unfortunate, because attack power is really worthless to us. Also, hey, that's our first rod, isn't it? We've only been finding canes. So, if memory serves, a rod is actually a different type of thing. Yeah, it gives defense and accuracy. Still lower power than a saber. And yeah, they're these. So if we find a good rod, it might actually be worth it. But it would have to be a pretty good rod. And now, which way were we going? South. Okay. And we could go back for a regen, and I think I want to. Because, dang it, free TP is good. Sure, we've got our TP Restorate, but it's so slow as to barely make a difference. It's like 1 per 10 or 30 seconds or something. I was kind of hoping it would be a match for the Newman TP recovery. Because there are different levels of things you can put into your slots. And clearly TP Restorate is a very slow thing. And if we found a faster one, then maybe it would put us on par with Newman recovery. I mean, even Newman recovery for TP isn't amazingly fast, but at least it's something. Ooh, Cave 3. Dang, this is a long one. I'm just waiting for that TP to go to 222. Yeah, it's like 15 or 20 seconds per point. If memory serves, Newman's natural recovery is something like 1 per 5. Really should have just used a physical attack on that guy. Yeah, suffice it to say, it's going to be a while before our TP regen gets anywhere near respectable. So, you'll note, Cave 1, it's all lava-y with metal platforms and stuff. Cave 2, it's almost purely natural. Cave 3, there's a lot more metal and technology being put into what is otherwise natural caves. And that leads into what the next area after the caves is. I don't know why I'm using Zonde on these guys. That's a total waste. That was also a waste because it missed the second one. Zap and zap again. Thanks, I definitely wanted to use that on a box instead of on an enemy. Targeting in this game. Ah! Ow! So an auto gun, is that a mech gun? Or is that like the level 2 version of the handgun? I do not remember. But we'll find out. I need to remember if there are 3 sharks, I should PSOe them. So, autogun, what are you all about? It's got 35% A-Beast and a stronger... Okay, this is going to be the level 2 version. Yeah, you'll notice got a blue glowy bit instead of green. Like, this is green and this is green. The photon bits, they change color with the level of the equipment. So, like, level 1 is green, level 2 is blue. Level 3 is, I think, red? And, no, level 3 is, I think, purple. And then 4 is red, and 5 is yellow. And as they increase in levels, their ability to get good stats and stuff is increased. The limits on their percents is increased. And just generally they get better. Also their base power gets way higher. And I'm actually surprised that we're already finding blue stuff here. I wouldn't have expected to find that until the 3rd or even the 4th major zone. Hello, sharks. Come here, pal shark. Be my pal. But be my pal in a line with the evil shark. Just so the Barda feels more worth... Ooh! I do enjoy leveling. I should really pay more attention to the stats that we gain. And get out of here. I like that now that our mag is giving us a heck of a lot more accuracy, we're missing with way fewer melee attacks than we used to be. Where even are we in relation to where we started? Okay, so if we go down, that should take us back to the starting area there. Oh, that's the goal of the quest right there. Pretty good timing too, but I still want to investigate the rest of this area. And once more. Ooh, a pan arms. Those guys are special. I'll get to how they're special in a little bit. So when they're joined up like this, they only take damage from sources that do enough damage. But then when they split up, they take damage from whatever hits them. Ow. The only issue is they're faster, they have a melee attack, and they can just generally be jerks, especially if you're not facing them when you cast your spells. Hidum and Migium. It's a play on Japanese terms for left and right, with Hidari being left and becoming Hidum, and Migi being right and becoming Migium. Killing them when they're split up, you do get different XP, and they also have different drop tables. The drop table for when you kill them when they're formed up into a Panarms is generally much, much better. Ow. And most melee characters don't really get to do enough damage to actually kill them when they're together until a good amount later. So it's nice being able to kill them when they're together as a force this early on. Wait. Why are you telling me there's a faint sweet smell here when it's over there was where they were? I guess this path might also lead to them? If so, that's convenient. Yeah, let's feed this guy. Looks like we're going to be out of anti-paralysis, so we'll have to use soul atomizers if we get paralyzed. Stop giving me armors I can't wear. Oh, bunch of traps. Really? Are those two just going to float there forever? If they are. Nope, not Rod. There we go. And then we can smack these. And let's take this left path, because it's less likely to lead us to where we actually want to be. And I'll wait for this smasher. We probably could have made it, but it's better to be safe sometimes. Wait a tick. Panarms? Maybe? Yeah, Panarms. So for Panarms, what you want to do is not be in front of it, because that's where all of its magic goes. I think it's also like a shotgun type thing. You want to not be too close. Oh, you take like nothing from fire. Oh. Oh, that's right. They can heal each other too. And now we've killed the one, which means that one is going to be by itself forever. Oh, it hit us with an attack down. I don't think that matters if we're not using our weapon. But if it does, then that's unfortunate. Okay, let's do that. And then fluid, and then do that, and that. And then that. And finally that. Eventually the attack down will wear off, We don't really got to care about it. Dang, this goes way deeper than it needs to, considering that we've already spotted the goal of the quest. So wand, I believe, or no, that's its own thing as well. And if memory serves, wands actually do increase your mind strength and thus the power of your techs. Okay. Let's slap him with one of these. And then we need more fluids. There we are, and hey, our attack down is gone. The attack down effect being named Jellin. So, if we were playing multiplayer, we would need a player for each one of these. Oh, never mind. It's one of these. Alright. There's some rooms where you do have to hit multiple switches in order to open doors. And in those cases, it is a case of if you're in multiplayer, you need one player to stand on each one because they don't stay depressed if it's a more than one switch thing. I don't know why I picked that up. It doesn't have slots. But in single player, the multi-switch places, they only require you to press them once because you can't have multiple players press them. Well, definitely don't want to fight that without fluids. And some more zappies. There we go. Ah, still more. And there's going to be a pan arms as well. Or is there not going to be a pan arms? I thought there was a... Oh, the third dot was the corpse of the nano dragon that hadn't fully despawned. That's what it was. Oh, hey, we worked all this way for a healing ring. And an ominously red room. Star Atomizer isn't bad. Though in our case, it's basically just a trimate. Unless we're in a quest with an ally. We're about to be able to use our Photon Blast again. If we do get it ready, I'll use a different one than I did last time. Just so that we can see a different one. I'll probably use Pilla. Because while I do have Mila and Eula, which is one thing, despite being two things, it's the twins. They increase your defense and attack. But since the attack increase doesn't affect techs, it's not super valuable to me. Like, using Mila and Eula right before a boss fight in multiplayer with some hunters is one of the best things you can do. It's great. But if you're a force soloing, then it's just a defense increase. And, like, the increase they give you is way higher than a player can ever give you with their techs. So, like, it's not that it has no value. It's definitely valuable. Just not if you can't benefit from half of the buff. Don't split, don't split, don't split. Don't split. Good. Wow, that is like nothing XP-wise. All that for just 6 XP? Probably better to let them split. At least in terms of XP. There we go. And looks like this will indeed take us back to where the sisters were. Which is good, but first we're going this way and seeing what there is. There's a pan arms. You can tell because there's an enemy dot on the map, but no visible enemy. Because pan arms come up from underground when you get close enough. Ow. Okay. So we can photon blast it now. So this time we're using Pilla. This one hits enemies around you. And unlike another photon blast, it also has significant vertical hitbox area. So, yeah, there's a different photon blast that we don't have that also hits enemies around you, but isn't so good on the whole vertical axis. And yeah, we get 2 more XP for killing them separate. And that's 3. Come on, actually finish the cast, please. Still more. Could have finished this quest 10 minutes ago. Oh, hey, that's a level 2 saber. And we can't equip it yet. Oh, if it's green, it would actually be worth grabbing. Okay, I need that. There we go. 2 sharks. Could have used a Barda. Whatever. Another dragon? That's our last fluid. Just die. Just die. Okay, what do we have that we can get rid of? We can get rid of this Giga frame that I just picked up to see how it compared to our regular frame, and the answer was not super favorably. Now, does this brand have percents? 15% machine. That might actually be worth keeping for the next area after the caves. Though it's going to be, unfortunately, a while before we can get there. And a while still before we can actually make a dent in the enemies there. Oh, it's a Healy trap. Yay! The green ones explode into health, and it's very nice of them. Shame they don't explode into TP as well. Now, I am very surprised that our first quest in the caves took us through all 3. It's like, we did a bunch of quests that were just Forest 1, and I expected more of that for the caves, but guess not. Okay, let me through. Ugh, that's close. Yeah, there's our goal. We need to talk to them. But first, there's still one more door to go through. So, let's poke that and see what we can find. Traps. Boxes. 1 evil shark. More evil sharks. Hey, we got it off first try. Excuse you. Good, we got them all. There we go. I remember back in high school, I was taking an art class once. And for one of our assignments, we had to create a doll using wire for a skeleton and felt for skin and stuff it with cotton and all that. And that was when I had just started playing this game. And I was super into it. And for my project, I actually made an evil shark. It was really tough to, like, my skills weren't great. And we had to work with, like, a few pieces of wire. It was tough to get the whole skeleton to come out to the right shape. Ooh, dye fluid. I want that. Yeah, it was tough to get the whole skeleton to come out to the right shape using wires of the length that we had and all that. So, let's see, what does this one do? Yeah, it boosts mind strength, so yeah. This one's not particularly good, so we can just drop it. Dye fluid's more valuable. And once I got the skeleton into the shape I wanted for the evil shark, the next hurdle was actually getting the felt onto it and looking okay, because like I had to sew it together at the edges and all of that. I guess we're using the dye fluid. That's unfortunate. It was a rewarding project, and as a result, I had a little... Oh, Priest Mind minus. Minus isn't good. That means it's got one less point than it otherwise would. Why did I use 2 of those? Yeah, like, the biggest hurdle with putting the felt skin on the evil shark was I learned that, hey, if you do the stitching on one side and then turn it inside out, then the stitching will be invisible. And it'll have a nicer, more rounded look on the final product. So I had started doing the stitching on the outside and not turning it inside out. And then I decided, hey, I'm going to turn it inside out, which required removing some of the parts I had already stitched. And then I needed to turn the thing inside out and somehow get it back over the skeleton, which, since I had done like the whole upper body minus the arms and the top fin, I needed to kind of squeeze a smaller waist hole over the massive freaking head, and it took some stretching and it did not come out perfect. I can tell you that much. But it was neat. Bye, I guess. No, I want to hit the slime. There we go. Gotta get the slime hits in before it goes back down. Oh, did 0 because it's splitting, and I've got nothing to restore my TP. This is bad. It's gonna stab me. Ow. Yeah, the Megium doesn't do damage with its stabs, it just debuffs. It's the Hidum that damages. But now it's alone, so I can at least focus on it. And also, yeah, they get sad when you kill the other one and they just sit there. Really, more? I just want this door to open. At least I'm actually capable of meleeing these things down. It's far from ideal when there's more than one of them, but it's doable. Hey, that's the first miss we've seen in a while. Cane +6 could be good, especially when it's green. Another pan arms? Are you kidding me? I don't got time or TP for that. So let's just go complete this quest. We've been at it for like an hour and a half now. It is beyond time to finish this quest. Let's just get these cakes and get out. Also, we'll talk to the ones wandering around because we don't get to see their dialogue again. Oh, you're not? Oh. Is it, though? Yes. Oh, tough decision. Do we want cake? Cake or cake? Ooh. I think we want cake. I think which one you get actually does change the dialogue at the end of the quest. But I don't care. Doesn't even matter. We're gonna give her a cake and the quest will be over and we'll be free. Behold, I have obtained for you cake. Yes. Hooray, the quest is cleared. It only took way too much effort. But hey, we gained some levels, we fed our mag. Things went alright. We only lost one scape doll and we replaced it. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this episode. Join us next time when we're gonna do a different quest. Unfortunately, probably also in the caves. Maybe it'll take 2 episodes again, maybe it won't. We'll see. See you then, friends.